sports coverage of the NFL brings us to South Florida at Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami. The excitement brewing here in South Florida as a moment ago the Dolphins starters were introduced to this home crowd. They're fired up as well as they get set to match up with the Tennessee Titans. Here's Jason Sanders now to get this one started, and we are underway from Miami. Cameron Batson now from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. From the gun, here's Tannehill. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now it's Tannehill. It's complete. This is Derrick Henry. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down.
I like it. I like it. I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game. And you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. And gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
On 1st down, Tannehill. Finding some room in midfield. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So 2nd catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game too. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off, Byron Jones. And the Dolphins are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. That right there is the inauspicious start that they were hoping to avoid, the turnover on the first possession.
I love how you use those college-bound words like that, inauspicious. Well done. I really appreciate that. But here's the thing for me. I'm just wondering.
Oh, looking for Waddle, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Kevin Farley. And the Titans are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. Certainly not the cleanest of starts to this football game. Back-to-back plays yield turnovers in this first quarter.
So there's not much flow right now. A very choppy game. And I know this. It's a copycat league. We say it all the time about the NFL, but I'm not quite sure this is what they had in mind about something they wanted to emulate.
No, you don't want to emulate a turnover. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. Here's Tannehill. He'll find Jones again, complete. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
At the 35-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Tannehill now to throw. He completes it to Henry. Touchdown! Derrick Henry. 35 yards. And the Titans have taken a first quarter lead. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. Bullet good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Waddle will return this from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And last time, one play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. Uses the stiff arm. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. On the handoff, it's Gaskin. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Gaskin again on 2nd down. And he stopped immediately there. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. So 3rd and 2, and I count 6 defensive backs out there. This is Gaskin on the carry. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. They get this out wide to Gaskin. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Dolphins. Devontae Parker, 29 yards. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
As a former defender, I would be angry as well. Could not get off the field. Well-executed offensive drive. No matter what the defense tried, they couldn't stop them.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. So we'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away. Taken at the goal line. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time, they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Tannehill. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. But when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
They'll run now with Gaskin. Room to run for Gaskin. And he'll finally be taken down at the 18. 40 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Finding Gaskin underneath. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. It's Jeffrey Simmons that time who got in to record the sack. Boy, every time I see speed like that off the edge, Charles, I just don't know how these offensive linemen do it. I would think that they would get called for holding every play, and maybe they should have been called for holding on that one.
Yeah, maybe not just holding, but sometimes you end up setting back in the offensive backfield a little bit farther to try and help you with the edge. That's a penalty as well. Sometimes you overset, they'll come inside of you. That's what speed does. It disrupts an offense. And right now, you've got to pay attention to this edge rusher on every single down.
So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
After the field goal, here comes Sanders to kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And you figure, Charles, they have enough time here in the first half, more than a minute, to put a drive together, at least get them in position to try a field goal.
Yeah, they've got all 3 timeouts at their disposal, so I'm actually thinking bigger. With those 3 timeouts, that amount of time on the clock, I'm thinking about trying to get a touchdown and settle for a field goal.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. This will go to Henry out wide. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. On 1st and 10, Tannehill. Looking downfield for Jones. And that is incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Here's Tannehill. Going right back to Jones. This time the connection made. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 39. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Now a first down throw, Tannehill. They set up the screen for Henry. The first down screen pass, good for 5. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. 2nd and 5. Tannehill throwing again. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
I know for us it's fun, and it's not so much fun for the rookie receivers when we see them coming into the league, and we've got training camps. You see them working on getting 2 feet down instead of 1. But the best ones train in college trying to get 2 down instead of 1, so the transition's a little bit less. In this case, though, wasn't able to complete it anyway. Well, they've had success getting the ball to him out of the backfield, but this time they had a man right on him. He was able to break that play up before he could get started.
Here's Bullock now for the Titan field goal. On the left hash, officially it's called a 51-yard attempt. And his kick is good. Oh, he just did tuck it into the bottom of that left corner. And that will tie things up as we head toward halftime. Or maybe a little bit of an anxious moment there as that ball got closer and closer, but it does curl in.
Yeah, actually did a little bit of a slow dance there with the left upright, didn't it? But had just enough space, as you said, for it to curl in.
Taken from about the 12. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they'll take over with just 16 ticks remaining before intermission. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. From the gun, it's Tua. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Tua, a final shot before half. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Amani Hooker, and he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
Both teams likely making their final adjustments before the second half. So, time for us to go back downstate to Miami and rejoin Brandon and Charles.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Waddle will return this from the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
Now Tua on the bootleg here. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Here's Gaskin. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Tua on 4th down. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
On play action, here's Tua. His throw incomplete.
Nowadays, quarterbacks don't mind throwing into coverage because of the confidence they have in their receivers to come down with the ball. But sometimes you have to be careful you don't get too confident and throw an interception.
And to give this time to the tailback. Room to run for Gaskin. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. So there, Charles, I mean, a situation where it didn't matter how far he had to run, he was not going to be denied, and he winds up taking this all the way to the end zone.
And there was so much that was impressive about this play, but it wasn't just what he did downfield. How about what he did behind the line of scrimmage? This wasn't a play where he just had a direct path to get him downfield and make the big play. He had to adjust on the fly behind the line of scrimmage, and in the end, that became a tremendous run.
Batson not going to risk returning it, so they'll start at the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
On 2nd and 9, Tannehill. And caught by Henry. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's 3rd down.
And they've used him in the passing game to great effect so far. And here they get it to him again on the screen, and it turns into a nice positive play.
Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. Now it's Tannehill off the bootleg. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Here's Brett Kern now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And a fake here. Direct snap to the up man. And he will not make it. They stop him short of the first down. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool them. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position. The play fake for Gaskin. Now Tua. This is caught. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Will Fuller, 33 yards. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead now up to 14. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Batson not going to risk returning it, so they'll start at the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. On first down, it's Tannehill. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Henry. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Tannehill on first down. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Hold on a second. Was that the fullback? That was the fullback. Who says it? The slot receivers. But only guys can catch the football and get big yardage after the catch. Really nice job there. Showing good hands and an ability to get upfield.
On first down, Tannehill. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points. And the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Tannehill complete. It's Henry. And it's a Titans touchdown. Derrick Henry. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Titans are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. Waddle will return this from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll get this one up to the 26. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Dolphins on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Play action. Now it's Tua. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Tagovailoa going for it on 4th down. That's to Waddle on the quick slant. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible. Sanders now to add the extra point. And the lead is up to 14. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Here's Batson now, bringing it out of the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Second and 20. Another try after the first down sack. Tannehill. And he'll get this underneath to Henry. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Throwing on third down, Tannehill. He's going deep for Brown. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he'll be marked down deep on Miami's side of the field. It's a big play there for Tennessee. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. Here's Tannehill. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. It's the fullback. there to make the grab. And the Titans have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Bullock good on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. Waddle will return this from the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now, defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something, because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
On the jet sweep, here comes Waddle. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And Gaskin, I don't think he got there. No, they're going to mark him short. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a fourth down. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. The Dolphins can't convert on fourth down. And the Titans, they've got the football back, and they've got it in great field position. Tannehill. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Trying to punch it in with Henry. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the fourth. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild fourth quarter. Waddle will return this from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play, but if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Tua to throw. Finding Gaskin underneath. And he'll get a first down here up to the 25, but that clock still moving. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Tua. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Tagovailoa. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now Tua. Flushed out right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. He's got a man complete. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big play there for the Dolphins. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's Tua. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Now the timeout will be called, so they're in field goal range with 3 seconds left.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
So it all rests now on the right foot of Jason Sanders. With 3 seconds to go, this for the win. And this one is right through. And it'll be a good time in South Beach tonight. The Dolphins have won the game. So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.